All right, different setup this video, different style of video as well. It's going to be more documenting. I'm going to explain to you exactly what I'm looking to get out of the next 6 weeks, why I moved to LA, why I left the UK, and hopefully you guys can learn, you can observe, and you can see the journey and see the evolution from where we are now compared to the next 6 weeks, because I'm about to completely change. I'm about to undergo a complete transformation in physical health, in mental health, in financial health, all the health out there that you could think of, right? I'm about to go ahead and just do a complete 360. Yeah, I got told the other day that April is actually the year that is the month that the year should actually start. Some astrology bullshit, but apparently that's the truth, right? Anyways, what else do I want to say? What else do I want to say?
I have a
Whoa,
question for you.
what's the question, brother?
What advice would you give someone who also lives in, let's say, like the UK or
Yes.
Europe that wants to move to the USA?
Cool. So if you are someone who's in the UK right now, or if you're in Europe and you want to make a move to somewhere like the US, I would say the first thing to do is find people who are where you want to be. I cannot stress that enough, right? In the last 2 years, I've gone from like having left my 9 to 5, having left like all my old friends behind, to now literally being around 6 and 7 figure earners. I'm literally spending time with like millionaires, which is kind of crazy considering I'm just from a small little town in the north of England. But that's what you need. You need to realize that your current friendship group is not going to get you to where you want to be. So I'd say first step is find out who are the people who are where you want to be and how can you get around them, right? If the people you want to be around are at a very high level, then just go one step below and you'll work your way up. So a common question people say to me, or a common statement people say to me is, Amar, I want to be Imagachi, but obviously I can't get around Imagachi. So I'm like, okay, well, what type of person would you need to become to be around someone like an Iman Gachi or be around a Jordan Welsh or all these different people that you look up to? They're probably going to have a good personal brand. They're probably going to have good connections. They're probably going to have some form of value in a skill set like sales or marketing or content creation or storytelling or all these different things. They're probably going to have some value that they can bring. So you need to become the man who has all those things for a person like an Imagachi to even want to network with you in the first place. So I'd say that's the first thing. I'd say the second thing I would say is just try everything. Try everything, right? If you want to fucking draw and sell your drawings, and do that. If you want to play games and you want to just make money playing games, and do that shit if that's your passion. Literally try everything. I was lucky because I tried a few things and one of them worked out. I tried the Amazons, I tried the drop shippings, I tried copywriting, I tried like SMMA, and luckily sales worked for me. So I was, fifth time lucky. But there's people out there who are like, have tried 40 different things and it hasn't worked out. So yeah, I'd say just find people who are where you want to be and become the person who they would want to be around. And good things will come your way. So that's why I would say that. And yeah, over the next 6 weeks, I'm just looking to make a big change. I think that for a long while, I've been in a place where, look, I've made good progress, but I've not gotten to the levels I know I'm capable of, right? And it's weird because when you first get into like making money online or any type of self-development, shit is like this, right? It's like always going up like month on month on month. But then you realize somewhere along the line, after this shit stops and you start going here for a while, you start freaking the fuck out. Like, whoa, am I like doing something wrong here? Am I messing up? But the truth is that life just isn't like that, right? No shit is linear. There are going to be months where you just stay stable, but it's important that in those times you still have small things that you work on that can progress while other things may not progress. So like when your finances are down, you can prioritize, let's say, your physical health, or you can prioritize like your spiritual health or your creativity, or all these different things. Like if you can just go to bed like myself, just being like 1% wiser, 1% more pious and more humble, like you're obviously going to end up in a good place no matter what happens or what's going on around you. So these next 6 weeks, I'm just looking to make a big change, looking to get in better physical health, Got my boy here, Kirill. He's absolutely wham. He's huge. You know, if I'm just looking at his big legs right now. If I get quads size of his, yeah, I know I've done well. He's gonna get me in good shape. This guy. I'm gonna be around absolute killers, who I'm lucky to be around. I'm grateful to have in my life, and yeah, it's gonna be a good fucking time. It's gonna be a good fucking time. Someone told me that 2025 is the year of abundance. I know we're like 4 months in, so maybe it's a little late to say it's the year or something. But I'm going to say it anyway. 2025 is the year of abundance. And yeah, what else do I want to say? What other cool shit have I done recently? Let me think about that. Oh, so I recently as well, I just paid like £500 to a speaking coach who I've been working with over the last 4 weeks to help me sit here in front of this camera and speak better in front of all the people watching right now. And he's taught me some very, very cool things on like storytelling, on tonality, on like how to best use the voice and how the voice works. Right, shout out Reese if you're watching. And he's taught me some really, really cool shit. He's taught me that storytelling is huge in conversations. You think of the people that you want to be around, maybe someone in your friendship group who you really, really enjoy spending time with. Likelihood is that they're a great storyteller. People who can tell great stories often attract great crowds because it's a very rare thing for someone to do. If you can sit there, if you can tell a story. So the framework for a good story that my speaking coach taught me is the very first thing you need is an objective, right? You need a very clear, like, what's the goal here? What's going on? You then need a roadblock. You need a obstacle that's in the way of the objective. And then you need a resolution, right? How are you going to overcome that obstacle and get to where you need to be? But the stakes need to be like super, super high. You need to raise the stakes as high as you can to keep someone interested. So that's something really cool I learned recently. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to say here. Don't know how much of this I'm going to use. I'll probably cut up little bits and bobs and throw them around. But yeah, we're going to grab a lot of B-roll, a lot of A-roll, a lot of talking footage like this, a lot of vlogs, some good content coming out. And yeah, man, it's going to be good stuff. So that's pretty much all I got to say for this one. And yeah, we'll see what happens.